The problem of Africa is nothing but history. We lack history. And we say we lack history. I'm not talking about only Nigeria. I'm talking about Africa continent. If you say no, Nigeria is worse until you go Ghana. If you go Ghana, say Ghana is worse until you come Nigeria. When you come back to Nigeria, say Nigeria is the worst until you go Kenya. So no exception. All Africa countries are whack because our citizens are weak. We are mentally weak. This is the reason why to be all this and say you're the leader of tomorrow. That talk is just fiction. They're just deceiving you, so you can just relax. Say you are. The reality of it that you are not the leader of tomorrow. You are not any leader of tomorrow in Africa. And if you think you are the leader of tomorrow, then listen to this. What makes you a leader of tomorrow? Because you are going to school, you have masters, you have PhD, right? Because you know how to speak funny. You can speak very well, speak eloquently, like Professor Lumumba of Kenya, right? Is that the reason why they say you are the leader of tomorrow? Is that what you think? No, what makes you a leader of tomorrow is your history level, the level of patriotism in your head, how you look at the country, how patriotic you are in the nation. That is what makes you the citizen of tomorrow. In a country where there's no history, even maybe as we grow up now, where we read book and go to internet, read a lot of articles. Normally, before they don't teach us any history in this continent. If you carry one Russia citizen, one single citizen, like not a soldier, I'm not talking about their army, I'm just talking about ordinary citizens in Russia. One of them is more than 10,000 African youth. One Russia citizen is more than 10,000 African youth. Why? Look at what is happening in Ukraine. These guys are dying. Ukraine armies are dying. They are still going to war. They are gladly going to war. Russian armies are dying. They are gladly returning to war. People are joining. Their women, their children, everybody want to be army, Russian army, because of meeting, because of mental, because of strength, mental strength they have. Look at it now. When Israel had 12-day war with Iran, over 90 million Iran laid their life down for their country. They say they are ready to both be women and men. Everybody, young girls and young boys came out on the street demonstrating. They want to join Iranian army to go and fight for their country. Do you think you have a single citizen in this country, in this continent, that can say, look, I willingly want to be Nigerian army? 90% of the people you are seeing in Nigerian army today, they are there because of condition. Give one Nigerian army 10 million naira, whether you remain army. One single military officer in this country, go and meet him now. Any military officer you know, a young man like myself that's not old man, give him that. Look, take 20 million naira, whether you remain Nigerian army or you run, you throw that gun and that uniform away and run away, go and start business. Because mentally we are very weak. We are not patriotic. We are not patriotic. We are not patriotic. Iranian citizens are patriotic. They know history of Iran. Since Iran has been there more than 3,000 to 4,000 years before Prophet Muhammad. And Prophet Muhammad came, he left, Iran remained. One of the oldest countries in the world, Iran and Iraq. They are the old Persian Empire. They know the history, how British government dealt with them, how the Roman Empire dealt with them, how Mongol dealt with them, how they destroyed them. They knew everything. They are very patriotic and very well patriotic people. They knew history. There is no history in Africa. Go to Russia and look at what Russia did from First World War to Second World War to Soviet Union. The shake the British government and American government have shown them, makes them to become tough mentally. Military, Russia army, Russia citizens are tough mentally. They are not weak mentally. They are tough. They are tough. In fact, if you look at the way Russian army behave, you will notice that these people are tough people. Their behavior first, the way they fight the war, the way they gladly go to the war, the way they go and fight, you know that these people, they willingly want to die because of this country, because they know history. They know history. They shake their ancestors have seen in the hands of oppressions. In the hands of oppressor, the shake their ancestors have seen. They know the history, they read the history, they understand everything, they show them shake. So it makes them tough mentally. On in the name of Nigeria here, Nigeria they say no need to teach history because of the evil they did to Biafra. Africa they say no need to teach history because they don't want their children to know about the evil British government did to us in Africa. Without history, you can never have patriotic citizens. You can never have fighters without history. The only thing that boosts the morale of the citizens to go and fight for the land is the history. What their ancestors, their forefathers have seen, the shege their forefathers have seen before them. That's the reason I say, look, man, my father fought because of this. They humiliate my father, they kill my father, they rape my mother, they rape my sisters, they dehumanize my people. I'm ready to fight this war until the last day. That is what is making you to go and fight for. Tell me the reason why you want to tell one Nigerian army to go and fight for today. We don't know history. The history of Biafra is hidden. The history of colonization, colonialism, that every country, Chinese, up to this Chinese, in fact, their history said they don't teach international students. If you want to go to China to go and study as you are, if you're an international student and you want to register, they don't teach you, they don't accept international students. Their history is preserved for only them. Because if they teach you now, you may go and say another thing tomorrow when you go back to your country. So they teach only their citizens. They teach them how imperialists have dealt with them, how the Roman Empire finished them, how American Empire finished them, how Japan dealt with them, how they forced them to subjugate them into evil, how everything China teach their citizens. That's how you see that they are very courageous when they are doing something very, very the revolutionary Chinese people is on march. You don't have any revolution in Africa. The only people who have as revolution are like all this Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, Julius Nyerere, and those are people. This generation, we don't know history. And if you don't know history, you cannot have anger. If you see Julius Malema, the way Julius Malema talk, you go know say this guy know history. You understand?